All right, so MAGA has stormed the Capitol building. What the hell is going on? Because I woke up at 5 p.m. today, and apparently I missed the beginning of the Second Civil War.
No, the Second Civil War started a long time ago.
Okay, but so who are the people that are storming the Capitol building? This is MAGA for sure doing this?
Yeah, I saw a picture of, like, there's a rumor that the guys in the picture storming the Capitol are also associated with Antifa.
But okay, so but from what I'm seeing, from all the
know.
pictures I'm seeing and whatnot, it looks like a ton of people wearing "Make America Great Again" hats, at least wearing the hats. And with
here's basically what happened is that for weeks now they've been planning the take back the steal or undo the steal, like it's a big march on Washington, and Trump was, he like gave a speech, and right after his speech, all the people left the speech and marched on over to the Capitol and tried to take it over.
Yeah. So, but another important thing is that, okay, so there's a picture of the guys who were at the front of the storming, right? Mm-hmm. And if you look at the picture, there's the guy with the hand tattoo in the yellow giant hoodie, and behind him to his right, you can see someone wearing a mask, right? A COVID mask.
Okay.
And the problem I have with that is that I don't think any Trump supporter who's brave enough to storm the Capitol would also believe that he needs a mask.
Well, I mean, that's so you're saying that you don't think that this is actually MAGA because someone's wearing a mask in a picture?
The only people who wear masks during protests is Antifa, because that's their, it's part of their gang attire.
No, I don't know, man. I've seen videos. You see Nick Fuentes there in Baker, Alaska. Are these even real videos? Are these real pictures? There's so much false information coming out right now.
I'm sure they went.
But what we know for sure is that there's a shitload of people that got inside the state Capitol building, and they got into Nancy Pelosi's office, and they're moving stuff around.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't see that far.
Yeah, and the guy sitting in her desk was not wearing a mask.
Oh, that was like the big hall that they were in? Or do you mean like her actual office in like the back corner?
His feet up on her desk, and they wrote on her stuff like
that's not her office though. She doesn't have a gigantic auditorium office.
No, it was, what are you talking about? It was in an office.
Yeah, in an actual office. They were supposedly in her office. From the picture I saw. I'll have to find the picture and post it, but I'm sure if anyone is on Twitter, you're seeing a lot of this stuff right now.
I'm just saying,
somebody took one of her manila folders and wrote, "He will not divide us" on it.
What does that mean?
No,
that's what he wrote.
They wrote, what was it, like, "We won't give up" or some shit like that.
We have no choice.
Yeah, but either way, this is fucking nuts. I mean, just to cap off last year and all this time of protest, you have all these people in I'm presuming that they are on the right, actually just breaking inside the building. But where is the security? Because there are some security, and apparently one person got fatally shot. But it doesn't seem like what you would expect, which I would imagine that they would have the fucking military there in full force. Yeah,
they don't. I mean, the left doesn't want the military there. That's my opinion. Because the Washington D.C. National Guard, right? You know the National Guard is, right? It's the state army, and the governors are in charge of them. They're like the commander in chiefs of the state army. D.C. has its own National Guard, and the governor of D.C. doesn't exist. The leader of D.C. is the president of the United States. So he has his own
D.C.
personal.
also has Gay Bowser is the name of their mayor, I think. Because Trump said, "So long, Gay Bowser."
No, the mayors don't have their own armies. Governors do. Leaders of territories, not towns, cities. Yeah. But anyway, so Trump is the commander in chief of the D.C. National Guard. So if they were to call the National Guard in, they're calling in a bunch of people who basically work for Trump, right? They swore an oath
for the next 2 weeks. They do.
No, but also consider, if you join the D.C. National Guard during Trump's administration, you're literally saying, "I will obey Donald Trump, the president." I want to join and defend the country.
Yeah,
with
and
him.
Trump
Like,
was tweeting out, "No more violence. Let's do it peacefully." So the National Guard would come in and stop the violence.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're trying to get at.
No, and then it's good, but also the National Guard supports Trump. So you want to call in a bunch of armed, trained soldiers who not only, I mean, at least one of them knows that the election is rigged. That it was fake.
Yeah, you're not countering what I just said. They will follow what Trump says, which is no more violence, be peaceful, and stop, and go home.
Yeah, that's fine.
So why would the left be against that?
Because, I'm just saying, like, the point is, the National Guard is not on the left side. It's on the right side.
I just don't understand why they thought that this would be a good idea. It seems like almost the antithesis of everything that they've been, railing against. And, I've been against the protests.
What do you
I feel
mean?
like a lot of
Are you
it's
talking about
destruction for the sake of destruction.
The Trump supporters are now becoming violent? Is that what you mean?
I don't know about violent, but
I wouldn't say they're
besides
violent.
that one person that apparently got shot and killed during
That was
all
shot
this.
she was shot by a guard.
Well, I'd
through a
say
door.
you're breaking and entering federal property is kind of
What?
violent.
Yeah, that's
I
a
say we
little
own.
bit violent.
No. I say we own federal property. President Trump doesn't own the
Well,
property.
then go burn
Congress
down your
doesn't-
local library and say, "No, I owned it, dude. What? What are you gonna do? It's mine.
No.
I paid for it."
Hey, but look, if some corrupt politician sets up his headquarters in the local library, the people can go in there and throw him out a window.
Okay. So is that what the plan
You
was?
want to fuck around with their shit? The people can do something about it.
So they're just
Rusty,
I don't
the
know what the
reason
plan
why
is.
they
Hey.
did it today is because the Congress was all together, because today's the day that they had to count the Electoral College votes, and these people assumedly were trying to prevent that from happening.
Okay.
Thankfully, all the Congress people got out safe, and they took the Electoral College votes with them, so this was just a big fucking circus.
Yeah, it does,
but-
seem
no,
like
no,
a
so-
big fucking circus a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it just doesn't
Well,
seem
then,
like
yeah,
the best way to go about it. And what was the expectation to stop them from counting the votes? By what means?
No, because look, so what's going on here is for the past 10 years, it's been accelerating where they vilify people based on race, right?
Okay.
And or like even just people who want to be left alone in America. They're getting shit taken away from them. They lost their jobs this year, and nobody's stupid. They know exactly who's calling the shots.
What do you
in their
mean
own
vilified
state.
by race? Can you clarify that?
Like white people are evil.
Okay. Sure. I guess we've seen examples of that.
If you yell
hatred
if
against
you
white
yell in
people.
someone's face that they are inherently evil because of their skin color, you're literally a racist. And don't be surprised if the people of that skin color finally have enough.
So over the past
but-
10 years, there's been a brewing thing. One of the things that you mentioned is that people have been vilified based on their skin color in this example that you're talking about, white people.
So the thing with, like, if you look historically at Western culture likes to follow law and order. We're like the knights and blah, blah, blah. And like there are evil people who subvert the laws and shit like that. But for the most part, Western culture is law and order. Everyone, be sane, basically.
Sure.
No violence and shit like that. So the normal Americans have been like sitting back like, okay, somebody going to do something about this? It's like you get kicked in the chin so many times and you could be like, holy crap, dude, stop kicking me, for so long until you're just like, all right, I guess you're never going to stop kicking me. I have to do something about this.
So the white people are protesting
no.
Joe Biden
I'm not
winning.
No. I'm
attacking?
saying like Western culture, like there's obviously some problem going on where Western culture is being vilified. And
what does it have to do with attacking the Capitol?
So yeah, my point is, what's going on is on the 3rd, the election was rigged and everyone was like, what the fuck? Somebody do something about this. And since then they haven't done anything. So these people were like,
well,
okay,
I mean, they've
on the
had a
6th
lot of court cases that were thrown out because there was no evidence. That's something.
No, because the judges were literally not allowing evidence.
The judges that were handpicked by Mitch McConnell and Trump?
Yeah, they were throwing it out because, and their reasoning was, seeing the cases would destroy democracy. So they weren't allowing evidence into court. They were basically saying, as soon as the case was filed, they'd be like, you have no evidence, dismissed. And then like Trump's people are like, wait, but you won't let us show the evidence. And then the left, Biden's people are like, see, why didn't you put any evidence in? And he's like, we weren't allowed. We weren't at that phase of the case yet. They didn't allow us to give our evidence. There's tons of it. There's ridiculous amounts of evidence. Even yesterday, like after they told everyone that the election wasn't rigged, they went ahead and rigged yesterday's election again on live television in front of all the people that they tried convincing were crazy for thinking there was election fraud.
Okay, so is this just like your roundabout way of justifying the violence? Because that's all I'm hearing. They were in the right to do this because the election was rigged?
To me, it seems really misplaced.
Yes. No, I'm saying, don't be surprised if you rig an election and the people get mad. That's how it works. You know, I'd be more surprised if they didn't get mad.
Right. Oh, surely they're mad. But
I mean, like Elliot Rodger, they said, "Hey, man, don't be surprised. You reject this kid, he might shoot up your campus." Oh, I guess it's okay. It's justified. We should have known it was going to happen. They wronged him. Well, time to start shooting up the place.
There's a big difference between tyranny and psychopathy, though. Elliot Rodger is a psychopath.
You think that mob violence is not
a psychopath? Just because I'm going to kick you in the stomach if you don't give me $1 doesn't mean that's justified. But if I kick you in the stomach over and over again and take your $1 every day, of when you kick me in the stomach and then stomp on my head, that's kind of justified.
And being a white person is like getting kicked in the stomach every day.
No, I'm saying Western culture. Being a white person doesn't have anything to do with. I mean, it's part of Western culture, but American culture is also Western culture.
I mean, I see what you're saying. You're basically saying that, like, this election was rigged. They're stopping and they're not allowing anyone to even discuss whether or not there is validity behind that claim, and they're not even allowing like all the cases to fully be developed. And so there's a lot of very upset people who are realizing or are under the impression, one way or the other, whether it's true or not, that this election was rigged. And they said, all right, fuck it. We're going to go to the Capitol building. We're going to break in, and I guess we're going to stop them from counting. Were they going to violently do that?
That might have also been mob mentality. They all charged the building, and then one guy pushed the door open, and everyone was like, I'm going too.
Well, wasn't it it looked like the guards were the ones that let him in. Like I saw one video where all the protesters were behind a fence, and then the guards just moved the fence. And
I thought I saw that. Through.
So I don't know what's all fake and what isn't, because
what the fuck?
Who knows? But I definitely saw that clip. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
I didn't even think about that. Like you could see him like dragging the fence back.
Yeah. It seemed like they like.
I assumed that was I assumed that was just that wasn't a guard. That was just a protester.
It really could have been. Who knows?
Yeah, because they dress like military and shit.
Right. Well, what is the outcome of this? What is the expectation now? I mean, so curfews happened as of today is Wednesday, the January 6th, and I think curfew was at 6:30.
6, I heard 6.
6. Yeah, so that's when they have to shut this down. Like, hey guys, you had your fun storming the Capitol building of our country, but it's time. The fun's over. You need to go home.
Another funny thing is like they're talking like, oh my God, the Trump supporters have gone mad. Oh my God. It's like, wait, storming a government building because of a rigged election is a lot different than storming a small town because the media told you to burn it down.
Over the course of 8 months nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little bit different.
So it's they're not burning people's homes or yelling at people who are in their homes scared while there's a giant mob outside their front door. This is literally how the people take care of their government if it's corrupt.
You know, I hate like false equivalent arguments, but there's two that seem to kind of be bothering me. One of them is, a lot of people are saying, can you imagine if this was Black Lives Matter who did this? Like how different the results would be. But then you have to think, well, someone already did get shot at this event and killed. So should more be shot and killed? On the other hand, really, where the fuck are all the guards? Like, I mean, just anyone that would stop this from happening. It seems like whether or not the president in his last 2 weeks is still the president, there should be some sort of safeguard that says you can't just do this unless the president stops it, which he did.
What do you mean?
That's what you're saying. Stopping people from entering the Capitol building by means of calling
he tweeted
on the
saying,
National Guard.
He tweeted yesterday saying, "Stay away from the building." He really did call for no violence.
Wait, was that a real tweet?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know actually.
It said, "Don't come to the Capitol building tomorrow." Yeah, I think that was a joke.
He always. Oh, okay. But he always says shit like that, like no violence. Don't do so and so, don't do so and so.
Wait, you thought that was a real tweet?
Yeah,
the fucking 4chan meme?
Oh, was
This
it?
is the guy that we're dealing with? He thinks that the fake Trump tweet was real?
No,
Yeah,
I actually said I didn't know if it was real. Or, no, I didn't.
No, it's the whole meme of like, don't come to school tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't know that meme? You thought Trump said that?
Oh, yeah, Trump said not to go to the Capitol tomorrow. It was a private phone call I had with him, though.
Okay.
So I thought he was
talking about the tweet that I posted earlier.
I know he was tweeting while we were on the phone, but he didn't actually. He didn't tell me what he was tweeting, and I wasn't really paying attention.
Fair enough.
He texts me every time he tweets. He just texts it to me also and asks me if it's cool.
That's really kind of you. I hope that you told him maybe that this doesn't seem like the best way of going about this. I mean, what's happening right now? Is it all shut down, or have they finally gone back? I saw some videos where the police finally did step in after curfew, and they were knocking some heads and kind of pushing everyone back, and saying party's over, fellas.
What this is, I think, what this is like, for example, the SCOTUS a little while ago, it was leaked that, or like one of their aides of one of the SCOTUS justices heard them arguing, and I can't remember which one it was, but Roberts, maybe, I don't know, someone said, I don't care what happened in the year 2000. We didn't have riots in the year 2000, implying that he's afraid of BLM, and that's why he's not going to question the election. So the problem with that is because the right sits back and says, law and order will take care of it. We have faith in law and order. You can't fail. Once that does fail, and they know for a fact, like, they don't have that, this is an example of what's to come. This is them feeling like they're losing reality. Like,
so this is
law
just
and order
going to turn
doesn't
into
exist.
the right, the pendulum just swinging, and now the right's going to be protesting for the next few months.
But see, there's a difference. When the media triggered the left into becoming like BLM and ANTIFA and stuff, they didn't really have, like, they weren't real victims, Like, if you go up to someone and say, you're a victim, now fight the patriarchy, they'll fight and they'll be like, yeah, but if you take a prisoner and freed him after 10 years and said, that's the guy who put you in prison, he's going to be a lot more dedicated than the guy who's like, hey, yeah, you're right, I am a victim, I'm going to fight people, It's like, no, I'm literally a fucking victim. I lost 10 years of my life because that guy framed me. I'm going to do something.
That's still a little bit of a strong metaphor.
The pent-up rage, though, is a lot stronger on the right because they've been sitting back assuming that law and order will take care of them.
And we have more white people.
Hopeless.
White people are better at penting up rage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we sit back like law and order, and that's what the right has been doing. And this is a good example of them feeling like they're losing their law and order and they have to do something. And if Trump actually doesn't win, that's just a taste, in my opinion.
So, in your opinion, too, do you think that there will be a lot more events like what we saw tonight in the near future?
No, I think because Trump kind of made it clear, like, guys, no violence. I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh, okay, no violence. But after the election, after the inauguration, depending on who wins, I'm saying, like, if they actually say no, rigged elections are allowed, it's part of the Constitution.
Trump has already scheduled to spend Inauguration Day golfing, dude. I don't think he's planning on getting inaugurated.
Really?
Yeah, he tried to book a thing at his golf course in Scotland, and they said, sorry, Trump, this is not necessary travel. We're not letting you into Scotland to golf on the fucking Inauguration Day, you fat orange retard.
Weird.
That was a word-for-word quote from their president.
Yeah, okay.
Well...
No, that's weird. That's what I'm saying. So real quick, though, I don't understand what the fuck Trump's doing. Trump is either retarded, I said this before, or he's a genius. And I don't think a retard could have gotten I don't think a retard could have won the 2016 election. So I'm kind of like leaning toward, like, he can't possibly be retarded because
what if you're wrong? What if he's just really good at what he does?
What do you mean,
Like, I mean, he could be just good at something that's not necessarily genius, but is essentially effective. Like, gaining popularity.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it takes a genius to do what anyone at the top of the
Nah, I've seen TikTok. It does not take a genius to become popular.
That's true.
Literally any fucking retard can do it.
Well, I'm talking about people who actually have skills. Like, Trump's not nobody. And you could say he was born into a rich family, but that doesn't actually mean anything. It kind of could give him a better understanding of life. It could give him a worse understanding of life. And it seems like he actually cares, but he's acting like he's retarded. I'm just saying.